Alright, so this is my first time doing one of those in your face videos where I'm actually like talking to a camera, like I gotta look at that thing or whatever. So I'm going to sit here and give y'all this little cornball play-by-play from the FOP. Now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out how to show y'all how the bull goes down, right? Like, how... Never mind, we'll get back to that some other time. So what I like to do is show you, basically, how they be playing people on television like a brother... I'm going to show you how they treat second-rate brother lawyers on television. Let me just hook y'all up with what I'm saying. Hold up. So, check this out. So they just finished introducing the individual lawyers for you know, each officer or whatever. But now we're up here with the guy, I guess one of the lawyers, he might have been, by the end you will see he was on the B team. But just check this brother out. I just want y'all to see how this goes. Hold up.
Now, we would first like to extend our condolences to the Freddie Grey family, myself, the attorneys, the trial team, the officers, everybody involved. Anytime there's an incident like this, it's always a sad time when a family loses anyone, a son. But we also have to recognize on May 1st, 2015, that's when the nightmare began for all these officers.
So you heard that bull, right? All right, so the next step is this, right? Watch how this dude chooses to talk to us as the public on behalf of the Fraternal Order of Police. Just look at how this dude chooses to talk to us and tell us this story. Look and tell us about the nightmare in which these police were going through. Just hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Ready, set. Here we go.
Myself, the attorneys, the trial team, the officers, everybody involved. Anytime there's an incident like this, it's always a sad time when a family loses anyone. But we also have to recognize on May 1st, 2015, that's when the nightmare city walked down the steps and announced to the world the charge.
My bad, Joe. I ain't really got the body. I'm no tripod, so it's hard to hold my arms up for this joint. But I just want to show y'all this. Hold up. Here we go.
And that is when we saw the state's attorney for Baltimore City walk down the steps and announce to the world the charges. Announce to the world what they felt and what they wanted the evidence to be. One of the things we began to look at, the defense team, is the role of the prosecutor. As attorneys, we're covered by rules. We have the Prosecutor Professional Conduct Rule 3.8. It talks about the special responsibilities of a prosecutor and that they must, A, refrain from prosecuting a charge that the prosecutor knows is not supported by probable cause. We've heard a lot about an independent investigation. I think the words that the Madam State used was a detailed, in-depth investigation. Well, over 15 months since this announcement, my colleagues and myself are still waiting and looking to see and hear about this independent, in-depth investigation. Now, we were able over the past 15 months to review a number of pieces of evidence and discovery. We were able to review the in-depth investigation by the Baltimore City Police Department. Over 30 officers were involved, everyone from the current commissioner on down. These individuals and officers were neutral. They were independent. They looked at what the...
Now, see what the first part I don't understand in that explanation is, how you gonna call these people independent? Police officers, wait a minute. So they're police officers. Let me think about this. Hold up. They're police officers. They are, okay. They're police officers. but they're independently investigating a police officer. So what it is they are they're not police? No, they got, how you end? Okay, so they're police officers, but I'm trying to find my shirt because I'm trying to figure this out. They are, I think, yeah, that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. Now listen to the roll call of this investigation. Just listen to it. Listen.
We were able to review the in-depth investigation by the Baltimore City Police Department. Over 30 officers were involved, everyone from the current commissioner on down. These individuals and officers were neutral. They were independent. They looked at what the evidence was, and their investigation viewed it as an accident. And that's what we were able to see.
Now, see, this is where they want to confuse people about what type of person Marilyn is.
Now, in reviewing the material, we also found out that there were not just local organizations, but organizations such as the Maryland State Police and the FBI that reached out to the Baltimore City State's Attorney's Office, offering the opportunity to assist them in a neutral, independent, and thorough investigation.
Well, here's another example where I start getting confused with the logic of what these people are trying to present to me, like, and not just me, but just to the public as a whole. Hold on.
We always attack the criminal justice system. We have to let the criminal justice system speak for itself. It gets it right. We have a judge that worked for the Department of Justice. When we saw the incident that happened in Louisiana, we asked for the Department of Justice to be involved. This judge was that person who normally would come for the Department of Justice. This particular judge investigated the police. He spent months doing investigations, and he convicted police officers around the country. See, you can get a conviction against the police, whether a bench trial or a jury trial, if you do an investigation. But when you do not do an investigation and you run there and you quickly want to automatically say that these officers are guilty because they're the police, then you perpetrate the fear that's already there and is dividing our country. Buddy wanted to find out what happened to Freddie Grey. The Baltimore City Police, they did the investigation and they said it was an accident. The Baltimore City State's Attorney's Office had an opportunity to do an in-depth investigation, and they did not. It is the Baltimore City State's Attorney's Office that has denied justice to the Grey family, denied justice to these officers. These officers would like to support and would like to thank their families, their loved ones, and the outpouring of love from the community. Not one of these officers woke up wanting to do anything negative to anyone. As a defense attorney, I've seen good officers, I've seen bad officers. I've seen officers that care for our community. And in closing, I would like to say, God bless the Freddie Grey family. God bless the Baltimore City police officers that risk their life every day for the citizens. In Baltimore City, the greatest city in America as far as I'm concerned, with some of the greatest people in America. It's time to heal, and God bless everyone. Thank you.
So, now after that great explanation, I mean, I edited, not edited, but I just forwarded, pause. But after that great soliloquy, watch how this just plays out. Watch how they play this dude. Just watch. I'm gonna make sure I turn it up for y'all. Hold on. Here we go.
So what did happen to Freddie Grey?
I think it's pretty evident from the evidence and from our experts tell us that there was an incident where he fell back, hit his head, like the back portion of his neck, between stops 5 and 6. And at that moment in time, when the officers found him, they made a telephone call. And one of the things the press doesn't know is that not only did they call when they found him, but my client, Sergeant Alicia White, called a second time because the ambulance was taking so long to get there. And we can go more in depth at a later time, but you'll find out that the ambulance got there late.
Ambulance,
nigga. Location.
Ambulance.
These are the things that we're talking about, an in-depth, thorough investigation.
How many times this nigga gotta say in depth?
For the citizens to fully judge and see.
Will these officers go back to work?
Watch this.
But there's some other attorneys on the A team that want to speak. Yeah. Okay. So let's let the other attorneys have their say first.
This dude was ready, right? What's again? What they say, y'all?
But there's some other attorneys on the A team that want to speak. Yeah. Okay. So let's let the other attorneys have their say first. Speaking to
evidence, murder, weapon, confession, and fingerprints. Mama always said, watch what comes out your mouth. Tight case for the DA from here to down south. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding like
this is what I do right here.
But only because you be playing yourself. With all that big willy talk, how you're playing yourself. With all that big gun talk, about you're
playing yourself.
With all that rah, 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 you're
playing yourself. Playing yourself. Playing